Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Marley's back. I'm glad you guys are here. Because this is book number 299 and 300. 300 books. 300 books, 300 books. Diddle-a-doodle-a-doo-doo-doo. Justin and I were just talking about you don't like thunder and lightning. Does it make you anxious, Justin? Does it make you anxious if you don't mind me sharing with me? Don't mind me sharing. Hello, Ryder. How are you, buddy? Let me guess. You're having some sort of fruit combination. That's what I'm thinking you might be having, Ryder. You know what? I don't mind thunder and lightning depending on where I am. We have it in the because Wee Beast and I sleep in our motorhome in our driveway because we think we're camping, and in there when it's thunder and lightning and stuff, I quite like it. And when it was pouring rain and things like that, but it got windy, and I woke up and I was like, whir, 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 whir. So that was pretty weird. Hello, Brenda, how are you? Samuel and William are here. Do. Oh man, well I'm sorry it makes you nervous, buddy. Just there's certain things that make me nervous too, and I do things to get my brain different. You know, I try to. Miss Christie's here. Hey, Miss Christie, talking about making me nervous. If you touch my ear, we're gonna have a puppy. Oh, we're gonna have a puppy. We're gonna have a puppy. Do it slowly. Oh, she bonked my nose. It'd be funny if you bonked my nose and my ears fell off. That wouldn't be funny, but it'd be a weird visual, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Watermelon and some pear. Well, that's what Ryder's having. Oh, Justin, man, I'm sending you a big hug, pal. I hope that if it's thunder and lightning, that maybe you could listen to something on your headphones. I don't know. It's neat how different things affect people differently. Like Miss Christie does not like loud noises, except for me.
But I do like thunder.
Yeah, but you like thunder. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because afterwards I know that that smell's coming. That it's going to smell like a new day almost. Does that make sense to anybody? Cool. And I'm very happy because, and I don't want anybody to be sad, but 6 years ago at this time, I was pretty much at this time. No, in about an hour or so, because I finished my show. I was in the hospital and I had a heart attack. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm very glad to be here. And I'm gonna make a little post about that too, because Miss Christie reminded me that's why I had my heart attack. Yeah, I finished the show I was with Paul Little, and I did the show, and then I didn't feel well, and I remember calling and saying, "Hey, Miss Christie," and yeah, it didn't go well after that. But it went really well because here I am.
Still here?
And taking awesomely good care of myself.
He's eating a lot more vegetables.
I'm eating a lot more vegetables. Still wrapped in bacon, but there it is. Johnny says, I play the pipes and I am freaked out by loud noises. Johnny Johnston, bagpipes. Hey, Justin. Because I think that you're going to like this, I'm going to tell you. For my 300th book, I'm going to read a book called How to Catch a Star, which is it's a big book. It's a long book. Hopefully we'll get through both. And then Justin, for 300, I thought I would read Howard Be Wigglebottom Learns About Bullies, because it's one of my favorite books. And I thought, well, every 100 books I'll read it. How's that? 300 books. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, we should get started. I sang my song.
Yes, you did.
I did something, and I'll have this. Oh, what's in here? It's just water. I hate it when my mouth gets ready for something. I thought it was ginger juice. And I was like, or worse, when you go to have what you think is going to be a dill pickle, and it's a sweet pickle, your mouth goes, oh, it's going to be sour, and you're like that.
Maybe your mouth was ready for more rhubarb juice.
Oh, Miss Christie made rhubarb stuff. She made rhubarb crumble without the crumble, sort of, right? No, rhubarb, what is it? It's a rhubarby. She made rhubarb stuff. That's what she's not paying attention because she's checking a message out for me that somebody sent me a message. Okay. How to Catch a Star. Here we go. Oliver Jeffers. What is it? It would be like rhubarb crumble, right? Kind of.
Like
It's
a
tasted.
rhubarb bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A rhubarb what?
Bar.
It's a rhubarb bar that you can't put together because it's really wet. It's like a sandbar. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. He loved stars very much. Every night the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of them for his very own. He dreamed how the star might be his friend, and they'd play hide and go seek, and take long walks together. He can hide behind a little stick. When we play hide and go seek, people hide behind me. I'm good at the go seeking part. The hiding part is hard for me. The boy decided that he would try to catch a star. He thought about getting up early in the morning would be best, because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. So the next day, he set out at sunrise, but he could not see a star anywhere. He sat down and waited for one to appear. He waited, and he waited, and he ate lunch. He's an anaconda. He ate lunch, and he waited, and after dinner, he waited some more. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. The boy tried to jump and grab it, but he could not jump high enough. So very carefully he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find, but the star was still out of reach. He thought he might lasso the star with the lifebelt from his father's boat, but it was too heavy for him to carry. He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and just grab the star, but his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew to the moon.
How cool is that? He has his own spaceship.
Yeah. Petrol is gas, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up to the sky and reach his star, but the only seagull he could find didn't want to help at all. Hey, so listen, I just want you to give me a ride up there, just up to the star. The seagull's like, the boy thought he would never catch a star. And then he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. Just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. He tried to fish the star out with his hands, but he couldn't reach it. Then he had an idea. The star might wash up on shore, so he ran back along the jetty to the beach. I think the jetty is the dock. I think that's called a jetty. This book's by Oliver Jeffers. I think I might have forgotten to say that. Oops, that's hard for me to read because it's pink. He waited and he waited and he waited and he waited. And if he went in the water, he'd be waiting and waiting while waiting and waiting. And sure enough, a star washed up in the bright golden sand. The boy caught a star of his very own.
He's a very patient little boy.
He's a very patient little boy. I would have just ordered one on Amazon. See, he got a star. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. That's from Pinocchio, I think. Now, Mr. Justin, I know you like this book. I like this book too, so I'm going to read this book. Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns About Bullies is the first book that I read in schools when I started reading in schools a long time ago. It's by Howard Binko, and it's illustrated by Susan Cornelison, and it is brought to you by. It is brought to who made this book? Where is it? It doesn't say who this made this book. Thunderbolt Publishing. So Thor brings you this book. Here we go. I'm going to read this book. It's one of my favorites, and it holds a big place in my heart. Sunday night, Howard B. Wigglebottom could not fall asleep. He was very scared. He could hear a little voice in his head say, I know almost all the words, so I don't know this. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. He knew that tomorrow morning he would once again come face to face with the very scary, fist-punching, name-calling, worm-whipping, tongue-wagging, foot-stomping Thompson twins. That, I always say, is not the face of somebody that's trying to be your friend, I don't think.
Doesn't seem like
No.
It's the angry eyes.
It's the angry, you want to be my friend? I'll be my friend. I don't think so. The Snorton twins were, you guessed it, the push you down, take your lunch, steal your lunch, and make you eat worms, the worst kind of bullies. Worms. Once again, disclaimer, gummy worms, for sure. Sour gummy worms, oh yes please. Regular worms, hard pass. Just saying. That is, when no teacher was watching, of course. Well, that's what they're doing. They're being all mean, and then when the teacher looks and they're like, oh no, not us. We are the perfectly. We never do anything wrong. No, not at all. Can we have a puppy?
No.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. Hey, look, and it inflates. Oh, that doesn't. It's not working. If we had a puppy, this wouldn't happen. The Snorton twins felt big and important when they made other people feel so small and scared. Howard was so tired of feeling small and afraid all the time. So you know what they mean by feeling small, it doesn't mean you actually shrink. But have you ever had a situation where somebody said something to you and you just wanted to just disappear because somebody was being mean to you, or the only way you thought they would stop is if you just disappeared? That's when people make you feel small. The little voice in his head said again, be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. And Howard didn't tell anybody. He was too afraid of being called a tattletale or a snitch. The only people that don't want you to be a tattletale or a snitch are people that are doing things wrong and are going to get in trouble by you being a tattletale or a snitch. So don't let that hold you back if it's important. The more you know. He was scared what the Snorton twins were going to do to him. Be brave. Oops, here's the picture. Almost forgot to show you the picture. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. On Monday, Howard thought, I'll wear my cloak that makes me invisible. I'll walk right past them. They'll never see me. I'll be okay. I'll be safe. So here's a little flaw in his plan, hey? If you're going to turn invisible, perhaps your cloak should be invisible and your shoes. That being said, if I saw a cloak floating towards me with a pair of shoes, I'm running away in the other direction. But on Monday, the Snorton twins bullied him and ate his lunch and sat on his head. That's not fair. Be brave, be bold, a teacher must be told. On Tuesday, Howard thought, I'll wear my special shoes. They'll make me run. I will run like the wind, high above the trees. The Snorton twins will never catch me. I'll be okay. I'll be safe. I just noticed when I was reading this the other day again that he's going, you'll never catch me, and then there's a tree right there. You never get boink. But on Tuesday, it was not very windy. The Snorton twins bullied him, ate his lunch, and took his shoes, and hung him from his pants. I don't think I've ever asked anybody to hang me by my pants. Be brave. Be bold. A teacher must be told. On Wednesday, Howard thought, I'll wear my jacket that transforms me into Robo-Rabbit with superpowers. I will twirl and hurl them into outer space. I will be okay. I will be safe. But on Wednesday, the Snorton twins bullied him, ate his lunch, and took his jacket. And yoinked his ears. Not once have I ever said to my friends, hey Dougie, hey Dino, each of you grab an ear and stretch as hard as you can until my eyes get all... These boys and the girl do not know how to be friends. Be brave. Be bold. A teacher must be told. On Thursday, Howard thought, I will wear my funny hat and be Howard the Hilarious. Mr. Funny Bunny. I will use my quick wit. I will make them like me. I'll tell jokes. I'll be okay. I'll be safe. I added the jokes part that's not in there, but the reason I said I'll tell jokes, because this is how I dealt with the bullies in my school. I knew if I made jokes about myself, then they couldn't make jokes to hurt my feelings. And I remember clear as day, fatty, 2x4, you can't get through the kitchen door. I looked at him, I said, well, obviously, Henry, I can get through the kitchen door because I'm fat. And they laughed, and we laughed, and the teacher even laughed. And then I went in the change room and I cried because I was sad because they were still making fun of me, but people thought because I was laughing on the outside that the inside was laughing too, and it wasn't. On Thursday, the Snorton twins didn't think he was all that funny or smart. They bullied him, ate his lunch, took his hat, and obviously played soccer with him. By Friday, Howard was hungry, Howard was tired, and Howard was all out of ideas. He decided he would just give the twins whatever they wanted and try not to get hurt. That's a sad page. It's not fair for him. Hey, Miss Christie, it's not fair for him to go to school and feel sad. No. Going to school should be happy. You should be with your friends, and sometimes it can be stressful and things like that. But that just when you feel stressful at school, it means you just try a little harder and move. But not sad. People shouldn't have the power to make you feel sad. On the way to school, Howard overheard the twins arguing and fighting. Give me the shoes and the jacket. You said I could wear them, shouted Norton Snorton. No, I didn't. Here, take the hat, you stubby-legged short boy, yelled his sister. I am not short. Norton Snorton yelled back, standing on his tippy toes. Yes, you are, she yelled back, puffing out her chest, putting her hands on her hips, looking down at her little brother. You're so short. The Snorton twins puffed and puffed and puffed, their chests so huge that they floated up into the sky like balloons. Howard watched in amazement as the two drifted away. He could barely hear them calling each other names as he skipped all the way to school. Okay. Howard's imagination did get the best of him. On Friday, what really happened? The Snorton twins beat each other up. And they didn't even notice Howard at all. By the time he got to school, Howard knew what he had to do, for his sake and for the Snortons. The voice in his head had been right all along. Be brave, be bold, my teacher must be told. And so, Howard told his teacher, who told the principal, who told Mr. and Mrs. Snorton. On Friday night, well, the Snorton twins were in big trouble. And learning an important lesson, Howard snuggled into his bed and whispered softly to himself, I was brave and bold, and my teacher was finally told, I am okay, I am safe. And he drifted off into a deep, peaceful sleep. Be brave, be bold. A teacher must be told. Always be brave and always be bold. We talked about this the first time I read the book. When you are brave, that means that you're afraid to do something and you do it anyway. And being bold means that other people might not think it's a very popular decision, but you do it anyway. Say somebody was picking on me and maybe not letting me have a puppy. That's not picking on me. No, say somebody was picking on me and you saw me being picked on and I was sad and I was scared and you knew you had to tell somebody, but the bully said to you, don't tell anybody this, don't be a tattletale, don't be a snitch. And you know in your heart it's the right thing to do and you do it anyway. That's being bold. And then you can always tell somebody when you're getting picked on or when you're being bullied or when you see bullies, right? You can tell your mom, your dad, or a grown-up of some sort, another friend. I mean, even now that I'm 53, there are people that still trying to bully me. And it's just in their nature sometimes. I don't let them do that. I'm not rude with my words. I am very firm with my words. And sometimes I let them pick on me and think they won. And I just come to Miss Christie and we have a kind of a laugh about it, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah. I know I'm not going to change people. I can only react the way I react, and I hope to do it with kindness. I used to not do it with kindness. I used to get mad, and I used to push things and, things like that. But not push things, push people, and push back. I'd push back if I got. Now it's just like, that's your problem. Because you know what I learned? I learned being a bully, when people pick on me, it isn't a flaw in my character. It's a flaw in their character. So there you go. Avery's watching. Well, hello, Avery. It's good to see you. You're there. I don't see anybody. I keep saying, good to see you. And I'm like, but I don't see anybody. I just see me. So it's good to see me. It's good to see me. It's good to see Hebert, right? And Kerrigan. And of course up there, he's been there for 300 books.
Yep. Don't forget about Rodzilla.
And Rodzilla is right there too. Rodzilla. I don't have my glasses on, so he just blends in with that card. That's right there. I am so happy that you've let me talk to you for 300 books. 300 books. That's a lot of books to read. It's a lot of books to read. I didn't know we would do 300 books. I'm very proud of myself. I'm proud of us, too. So please let me know what other kind of books you'd like to read. If you have any books that you'd like to read, I will try very hard to find them and read them to you as well.
Could read the story I wrote.
We could read the story you wrote. I started to read it, and then the phone rang, and I put it down, and I didn't pick it back up again.
Oh.
I could read the story, but we'd have to do some pictures. I'd want to do some pictures with it, too. So we could draw some pictures. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. Miss Christie and I will draw some pictures and we'll read her book.
Miss Christie doesn't like to draw very much.
You're a very good artist, though.
I don't know where you got that from.
Because we have art. Miss Christie is a much better artist than she'll let anybody know because she's very humble. And she loves me to have a puppy. Did I get all of that right? Well, I know you'd love me to have a puppy, but it's just not the time to have the puppy. Is that right?
That is correct.
Did I say that like a grown-up?
The part about me being an artist is not.
I think so. I think you are. Anyway, art is in the eye of the beholder. And I'm not holding a bee, but I know. But is that right? Did I say it like a grown-up that I'm not ready to have a puppy yet?
Correct.
Ha! So that means I am a grown-up and I am ready. logic. Oh, okay. So angry eyes. Anyways, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much, like I said. And I will be here tomorrow morning with some more books. And I will talk to you soon. Remember, be comfortable with your emotions, and but be in charge of your emotions. And by being in charge of the emotions, I don't mean that you'll be able to control them all the time. But it's okay to get mad. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to get frustrated with the people around you. But you have to be 3 letters. 3 words, 3 letters. A-B-K. Always be kind. Always be kind. Always be kind. And I'm going to say goodnight to Justin, my buddy Justin, who's been here for every one of the readings. And I know some of you else are you as well. Justin, if it thunders or lightnings today, I want you to close your eyes and pretend I'm being silly and that all the thunder are my farts.
That might make it even scarier.
That might be scarier too. I don't know what the lightning would be, but it's all my farts. That's all it is. It'll be light thundering out, and he goes, "Oh, Tazz is farting."
He must have had chili today.
Must have had chili, broccoli. What would make the worst farts? Broccoli and cabbage with pickled egg, chili and beans. Yeah. I think that would make that.
I'm never making that for you.
You're not ever making that?
No.
I'm gonna find a recipe for that, and we're gonna do that. Lots of things that I want to say, but it's time to wrap up. So here I go. I'm gonna sing my song, and we're gonna sing this little song. That's it. Oh, that's my new song. That's actually our doorbell. It sounds like we're in a church. Here we go. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. I'm feeling real silly, so... Oh, I got it mixed up because I was trying to see who's at the door. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. May your dreams be silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends. Sleep tight. May your dreams be silly till that morning light. Good night, Facebook friends. Good night. I messed up the song a couple of times, but lots of love from Miss Christie and I. Are you going to come sing lots of love, Miss Christie? Who's at the door?
Somebody asking.
There you go. Okay.
About the camper.
Oh, okay, cool. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have yourself a good night.